Inside a forest this thick, nothing looks easy to hunt. But one predator was built for this place, the Northern Goshawk. The Northern Goshawk doesn't need an open sky to hunt. It uses the forest itself. Every gap between the trees becomes a route. Every branch can become an obstacle. And the Goshawk isn't just flying fast, it is controlling where it can go. Inside this forest, prey can disappear in a second. The Northern Goshawk doesn't need the whole forest to be open. It only needs one opening. For this hawk, the trees are not just obstacles. They are part of the hunt. Then the forest opens for just a moment. The Northern Goshawk doesn't need an empty sky. It has learned to hunt where the forest is densest. Across the continent, another eagle is watching the water. This is the African fish eagle, a predator closely tied to water. And there is one sound you cannot miss. The call is part of the eagle's world, not a command to the fish.
Then the African fish eagle turns its attention downward.
A fish moves through the shallows. The eagle sees it. Then the African fish eagle launches. The talons reach forward. The water breaks beneath them. With the fish secured, the African fish eagle climbs away. The forest gave the Northern Goshawk tight corridors. The African fish eagle has something completely different: open water. But the African fish eagle isn't the only eagle that makes water its territory. This is the white-tailed eagle, one of Europe's largest eagles.
With that size comes another advantage. It can carry large prey.
But not every meal has to be caught by itself.
Sometimes another animal has already done the hard work.
The white-tailed eagle can give chase.
The smaller bird tries to escape by changing direction. But the eagle's size changes the equation. This is called kleptoparasitism. Stealing food from another animal can be worth the effort. But the white-tailed eagle isn't just a thief, it is also a powerful hunter. Now the landscape changes again. No dense forest, no open water, just wide open ground. This is the Crested Caracara, a falcon that spends far more time on the ground than many people would expect. It can fly, it can soar, but sometimes walking is the better strategy. The ground is full of opportunities: carrion, insects, small animals, and anything else it can find. Now the landscape changes again. No dense forest, no open water, just wide open ground. This is the Crested Caracara, a falcon that spends far more time on the ground than many people would expect. Then the opportunity moves. The falcon doesn't always need to take to the air. That is what makes the Crested Caracara so unusual. It is a falcon comfortable where many falcons rarely spend their time. Sometimes the best hunting strategy isn't flying faster, it's knowing when to walk. But when daylight begins to fade, another predator is just getting started. This is the bat hawk, a specialist of the twilight. And its timing is everything. Because soon the forest will come alive with flying prey. The first bats leave the roost. Then another wave follows. And that is the moment the hunt begins. The bats are fast, and they can change direction without warning. But the bat hawk has chosen this exact moment for a reason. One quick turn, one precise maneuver, and the hunt concludes. Most raptors have their moment. The bat hawk has chosen twilight. 5 predators, 5 different worlds. The Northern Goshawk hunts inside the forest. The African fish eagle hunts beside the water. The white-tailed eagle uses its size and strength to exploit opportunities. The Crested Caracara takes its hunt onto the ground. Different habitats create different problems. And evolution doesn't give every predator the same answer. One needs maneuverability, another needs grip, another needs strength, another needs patience, and one needs perfect timing. But all 5 begin the same way. They watch, they wait, and then they act. The Northern Goshawk disappears into the trees. The African fish eagle returns to the lake.
The white-tailed eagle keeps watch over the coast.
The Crested Caracara keeps walking. Five predators can look for food in 5 completely different places. Yet the logic is similar. Find the right place. Wait for the right moment. Then commit. Some hunts end with a meal. Some end with nothing. And that is why adaptation matters. The best hunter isn't the same everywhere. Back in the forest, the Northern Goshawk tries again. At the lake, the African fish eagle waits above the surface. Across the northern coast, the white-tailed eagle keeps watch. On open ground, the Crested Caracara keeps searching. And as daylight disappears, the bat hawk gets its chance. 5 hunters, none of them hunting the same way. One used trees, one used water, one used strength, one used the ground, and one uses twilight. But beneath all those differences is the same rule. Watch carefully. And the forest, the water, the coast, the grassland, and the twilight all become part of the hunt. Because a great predator isn't defined by one weapon. It is defined by how well it fits its world.
From deep forest to open water, from coast to grassland, and finally the twilight, each habitat creates a different challenge.
And each bird has its own answer. The Northern Goshawk belongs to the forest.
The African fish eagle belongs to the water.
The white-tailed eagle belongs to the coast and the waters around it. The Crested Caracara belongs to the open ground. And the bat hawk belongs to that brief moment between day and night. None of these birds needs the same strategy. Because nature rarely builds the same solution twice. One flies between trees, one dives for fish, one takes advantage of opportunity, one walks to find food, and one waits for the bats. Different birds, different worlds, different ways to survive. That is the real secret of these extraordinary hunters.